everyone. Welcome to Horizontal Video. I'm Seth. As you know, this is Caroline and this is Stephanie, and we're going to be making some poly dough. As you can see, we already have some made, and we're going to show you how to prep it and bake it, and we're going to show you how to make the actual dough. So please enjoy. So first things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So after you preheat the oven, in the way that we're doing this right now with already pre-prepped dough and we're making new dough, it's best to prep the loaves first. So we'll start off by wiping down this island because we want to have a good clean space, and it's good to have a good smooth surface that we can flour and that we know doesn't have like little black specks on it, because they don't look great when they're in bread. We're going to flour this surface. I found that the best way to do that is you get one of those little tea balls that opens and closes, and you grab yourself a nice pinch of flour and it shakes it nice and evenly where you want it to be. You can get your work surface real good. Then we get our dough and very, very scientifically remove it. Straight onto the counter. You'll want to scrape the extras. We'll divide this in half and meet you next for how you knead this out.
Do is act naturally. Act naturally.
Okay, so what we're doing next is we are rolling out the dough, and we're going to add our ingredients, the kinds of things that we want to be in there, and you'll be able to see that, but we want to make sure to get these kind of flat and square, but it doesn't need to be perfect at all. They'll come down to like an inch thick, then you'll spread your toppings out, and we're going to roll them up and show you how that works, and we'll put them into loaf pans and get those ready to rise a little bit and then go in the oven. And so Stephanie and Caroline are going to demonstrate how that works.
That's part of the candy, part of it. First time.
So you'll spread it out into a square first. We're not kneading or anything yet.
Do you want a square or a rectangle?
It doesn't matter. It can be a square or a rectangle. What Stephanie's got going is looking good. Doesn't have to be perfect either. The edges can look gross.
A little rounded.
Yeah. Does not matter.
Okay.
And Stephanie, you're ready to start adding fixins.
All right, let's do it.
You know, with the fresh minced garlic, you're gonna want to do like one heaping spoonful.
Okay, about like that?
About like that.
Excellent.
Yep. And then you'll throw on your rosemary you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and add that in there too.
Great.
You'd add that now, like
Okay,
you kind of like pile it.
Okay. I was worried about getting the garlic spread first, but I'll add it.
You might even want to add a little more garlic, it looks like.
Yeah. And get to this
The more garlic, the better.
Yeah. There we go.
How's my bread looking?
It's looking all right.
And then
Spread this a little bit.
So you think it should be?
Yeah. But you're good. You don't need to flour that.
just gonna
Because you're about to add toppings on there.
Okay.
And you can be way more generous with your toppings there, Stephanie.
Okay, let's add some more rosemary.
You're really throwing that stuff in there.
Am I ready for toppings?
Yes, you're ready for toppings.
Okay.
You need some more garlic? I got it all throughout, but it's, just a thin layer.
I think you're all good. And then you want to also make sure to add some salt. And since your hands are dirty, I'll go ahead and throw some salts on there for you. And then rub that all in there. Try and, you can poke your fingers in. It is totally good. Caroline, I'm going to do that over here as well. Look at you some salt.
Thanks.
Mhm. And then, Caroline, since yours is dry, it's going to be a little bit different of a process.
Oh.
For getting that on there because it's not going to want to stick on there like when we go to roll it and like mess with it. So you'll want to do it to start off like a roll kind of a thing. So you'll like roll this all the way up. So you can continue that. Roll that all the way up, Stephanie. Roll it up. All right, and then you're gonna flatten it a little bit.
A little bit? That's not a little bit. That's a lot of it.
And now you're gonna roll it again the other way.
Roll it up this way?
Yep, roll it up that way. Flatten it a little bit more there, Stephanie. Kind of this is the move right here. Get your, you know?
Just a little
Give it
bit
a
though,
good
not a lot of it.
massage,
Shots of massage?
Yeah, exactly. All right, you're good, Caroline. Get your next roll in there. Stephanie, get your next roll.
Okay. So it's a double roll, one way and then the other way. Excellent. Look how pretty it looks on the side.
Yours is beautiful.
Yeah, yours show that side. Lovely.
Wow. Here.
Looks great.
Look at how fancy this looks. Amazing.
That does look good. Up, 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 up.
Okay, and then before we put them in these pans, we want to oil and flour them so that the loaves will come out with some ease.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. This is why we're learning.
See, because usually I don't oil before I do my loaves. And they never come out well if I do it in a bread pan.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, why is that?
And now you have the secret.
Right, now I
Wow.
know.
Oil and flour.
And so I'll put some oil
Should we
and
like
then
spread it around
spread
with
it
our
around
fingers?
with your fingers.
Okay, Stephanie, get those fingies in there.
I'm gonna scrub my fingernails after painting pathways today with weeds and rocks.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I dug up a lot of rocks today.
Did you?
And then you'll want to flour your thing. This is what a properly oiled and dusted pan looks like. And then we'll drop
Oh. I get it now.
we'll drop our loaves in there and they'll be able to rest for a second before we throw them in the oven. It'll, as it kind of rests, it'll kind of like,
Oh, I see.
yeah. And I was out of frame. I was demonstrating physically. It'll kind of like that.
Relax. It will
Relax.
relax.
It will relax into there.
Relaxing, yeah.
And so we're gonna set these over on top of the stove where it's warm, and then we're gonna get started on the making of the dough. So
Woo!
stay tuned.
Cheers.
Cheers to that one. That was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to make the actual poly dough. It's very simple ingredients. You just need 4 cups of 109-degree water, or you can just use warm water, not too hot. 2 tablespoons of yeast, which you're going to want to bloom in the water. I've already done that here, but you would add your water to the bowl and then add the yeast. A 1/2 cup of oil of any kind. We're using coconut on this one. And then a tablespoon of salt. Mix it all together with some flour, and we have our bread. So Caroline and Stephanie are going to demonstrate how that process works. And we're just using basic all-purpose flour, a big old jar of it. Actually gonna go ahead and add another like 1/2 cup of flour.
That it smells so coconutty. I like it.
And then I would say that it is at hand consistency.
Nice.
So the best utensils for making bread, God gave them to you when you were born, and they're called hands.
Carolyn, do you want to do the honors?
And so the goal is to get everything combined. You want all the flour to be wet.
Monster hands. It's a monster. It's a bunch of faces on the same. Nice. How's that looking, Seth? Does it need any flour or?
So this is what it looks like when it's done. It doesn't look super like magical or anything like that. It's just ready to sit and rise, and then we're going to cover it with a wet towel. In the meantime, our loaves are ready to put in the oven, and so we start them off at 350 degrees. You can see that they've kind of settled a little bit, relaxed. They're a little bit bigger, even rose a little bit. So we're going to put them in the oven, and then we're going to put a parchment paper on each one of them, and that helps to keep them from getting too brown in the beginning. And then towards the end, like the last 10 minutes that they're baking, I turn it up to 400. It helps get that last bake on there and adds a little bit of extra color to your bread. But this is something you can experiment with depending on your location, the humidity, the kind of flour you're using. It's all play around, experiment, see how you like it. They bake for about 40 minutes and then they'll be done, and you'll see that next. So the bread is done and it looks lovely. Caroline and Stephanie are about to flip it out to set on the cooling rack. You can let that cool overnight and then it'll be ready to slice in the morning. Hello, welcome back. It's Sunday morning. Our bread is now cooled, and now we're gonna slice it and show you how that goes. Caroline?
Do you want your loaf or my loaf? Thank you.
The answer is yes.
Where do we start with slicing? Does
It's
it matter?
totally up to you. Usually at the end is a good place. Stephanie's got a good tactic right there. Your knife is upside down.
Mine's not very serrated.
I like the one that you're using best.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna lie.
Then I will have confidence and continue to use this.
Mind the handle. How close you get to the blade. Yeah.
Carol.
I've used that.
Just
I
spoke
brought
out.
that back in.
And they're making me slice bread.
All right, so we're gonna analyze some slices. Look at that, so beautiful, so great. You get the idea. Thanks for watching. Bye.
What's this video